Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the communique issued by the Prime Minister's office on the 30th of April 2022 and today's reply in Parliament is in itself a contempt of the decision of the judge of the Supreme Court to refer this matter to the DPP for prosecution. So may I know from the Honourable Prime Minister, being given he has stated this Mr. UC is PU is such a big criminal. How is it that when he was Minister of Finance and EDB was under his responsibility, this person was given an occupation permit for 3 years? How is it that even in 2020, when the Attorney General's office was informed how dangerous this person was, he was still allowed to stay in Mauritius? Even in October 2021, when the borders were reopened, he was still allowed to come in Mauritius and trade. How is it that today, after 3 years, you have the nerve to come and say that it is only now that you have woken up and decided that you use your powers under the Immigration Act to deport him? Have you inquired in 3 years what he has been doing in Mauritius?
You made your point. Let the Prime Minister reply. Order.
Mr. Speaker.
Order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, as soon as we were made aware of information of that nature from the Slovakian authorities, the authorities in Mauritius, the Attorney General, started to act immediately. I have given extensively, chronologically, the different process that the government, the different institutions, the different departments have engaged into in order to try to hand over this Slovakian national to the Slovakian authorities. I don't need to repeat again if the honourable member has not been paying attention and listening carefully to what I've been saying.
Mr. Speaker, listening to Prime Minister stands clear that government has failed to live up to expectation of law and justice, and that has been harbouring a criminal.
Order.
Harbouring a criminal.
Order, please.
Since more than 4 years. In the light of the international warrant that was forwarded to the Attorney General's office and the request for extradition sent by Slovakian authorities to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Trade, can I ask him, following those two, one, the warrant and the request for extradition, when was the case referred to the police, knowing that this country has been harbouring a criminal since 2018? When was the case referred to the police, and whether he was called for questioning by the police since then?
Well, the honourable member, I think the honourable member, in fact, yes, he has not understood anything. He has not understood.
Please. Wait for the reply.
Give the answer. Tell us when.
Wait. Okay. If you want to put questions for a few supplementary questions, I can allow, but I am reminding the House that we have already exceeded the time. Time is over already. Don't make an abuse of Parliament time.
Where have I mentioned in my reply that the case has been referred to the police for investigation? Where? I have tried to answer as slowly as possible so that members can grasp whatever I am saying. Then where has it been mentioned that a matter has been referred to the police for inquiry? I have said that when we received the information from the Slovakian authorities, they have requested for extradition procedure to be started. And I have then stated what has happened after that. So the honourable member is completely lost. Well, I am, sir.
Wait. Honourable Boulay, don't interrupt.
Yes, as I'm saying, even in the press that he has been reading, nowhere is it mentioned that the matter has been referred to the police for any criminal investigation.
You made your point. You already had your question. Please, don't give replies to the question. Honorable Lakshman Roy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. As a woman and as a mother of 2 children, I can only congratulate the Prime Minister for handing over the Slovakian authorities
Order here also.
criminal involved in drug trafficking. I wish to ask the Honorable Prime Minister whether he can specify the nature of the offense for which Mr. Piu was wanted in Slovakia, and whether he can therefore be concluded that the lawyer who defended him has been paid with drug-tainted money. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I said, Mr. Piu was wanted in Slovakia for establishing, masterminding, and supporting a criminal group, and also for the illicit manufacture, possession, and trafficking in narcotics and psychotropic substances, poisons, or precursors. I have also informed the House about the outcome of this case. He was found guilty for all those charges, and he was sentenced to 22 years of imprisonment. Now, with regard to how and what amount has been paid to some people, I will not be able to venture on this issue. I trust that the authorities will, of course, closely follow up on the issue, especially on the issue of potential money laundering or payment of fees which have been derived from criminal offenses that are related to drugs. I leave it to the authorities to just closely monitor and to see to it whether there has been any offense that has been caused. And let me say also one thing, because the honourable member, I've been listening, interrupting all the time. If you look at the affidavit that has been sworn by Mr. Piu, you will see how he has lied in his affidavit, saying that he is not a fugitive. He is not a fugitive in his country. When in the bail application, go and read the bail application, you will see that the magistrate himself or herself states that he is being looked for in the country. So I don't want, Mr. Speaker, sir, I don't want to take the time of the House to refer to those documents, but of course we will have plenty of time also outside to be able to speak about this case. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I think le peuple est en train de voir. Nous sommes en train de mener un combat. Nous sommes en train de...
Order on both sides of the House. Order on both sides of the House. Order. The table is advised. No, I am. Please. I have exceeded by almost 25 minutes. Bear with me. I'll give you 1 minute.
In one minute, le peuple est en train de voir que nous menons un combat contre le trafic de drogue, contre les trafiquants. Et voilà, nous voyons ceux qui sont en train de défendre ces trafiquants. Nous sommes de côté de la France. Et eux, ils sont en train de produire et de défendre les trafiquants.
Order here. Order. Honorable Gabin, I'm pointing at you. Order. Chief Whip, I'm pointing at you. Order. Order or you walk out. The table has been advised that PQ B614 has been withdrawn.